Hey guys, today we are going to be dividing fractions using the algorithm, so no models this time. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that both numbers look like fractions. So right now we have the whole number 4. Remember, to change a whole number into a fraction, you're just going to put it over 1. So now that I have two fractions, what I want to do is give them common denominators. Okay, so I have a 3 on bottom, and I have a 1 on bottom. So I always first just think, can I change the smaller denominator into that bigger denominator? So can I change 1 into 3? And I can if I multiply it by 3. Remember though, I'm multiplying this whole fraction though by 3 over 3 because that equals 1 whole. So I'm not changing the value of it. I'm just kind of making an equivalent fraction. So I'm multiplying both the top and bottom by 3. So now I've got 2/3, because that was already in thirds, divided by 4 times 3 is 12, and 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, once I have common denominators, now I can kind of ignore them, and all I'm going to do is take this top number divided by the bottom number, and I'm just going to rewrite it as a fraction. So 2 divided by 12. I'm just taking it straight from right here, 2 over 12. And then the last thing I need to do is just simplify that fraction. So my greatest common factor for 2 and 12 would be 2. They're both even numbers, so I can divide them both by 2. Remember, same way that we did multiplied by 3 over 3, we're also dividing by 2 over 2. So we got to do the same thing at the top and bottom. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6. And my final answer is 1/6. So 2/3 divided by 4 equals 1/6. Okay, so one more time. Those steps, we're going to make sure both numbers look like fractions, give them common denominators, and then your answer comes right here, right from the top, right from your numerators. 2 over 12, and then simplify your fraction. Let's go ahead and do the next one. So remember, first thing we want to do is make these look like fractions. So 3 I'm going to put over 1. And now I want to give them common denominators. So 1 I can change into a 7 by multiplying by 7, top and bottom. So now I have 21 over 7 divided by 6 over 7. And again, here's the wonderful thing. Once I have written those with common denominators, my answer is right here. 21 over 6, which I then just need to simplify. Since this is an improper fraction, I'm going to take top dog in the house, so 21 divided by 6. 6 comes out of 2 0 times, but comes out of 20 3 times, which is 18. 3 left over. Right, don't forget to do your borrowing. Okay, so in our last unit we would change this to a decimal, but we're talking about fractions now, so we don't want to change it. This is 3 is our whole number, and then our remainder over our original denominator is what we're gonna have for a fraction. So we had a remainder of 3 out of the 6 we were trying to get. And we just need to simplify that one more time. 3/6 is the same thing as 1/2 if I divided them both by 3. So my final answer for 3 divided by 6/7 is 3 1/2. So what happens if you have mixed numbers in your equation? The first thing you must do is make the mixed numbers into improper fractions. Go ahead and write that in. Improper fractions. So remember, you're doing your cartwheel to make this an improper fraction. Why don't you go ahead and find the improper fractions for these, and then come back and we'll check and make sure you got them right. All right, so when we're doing our cartwheel, we are going around this direction. Remember, multiply and then add. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. You keep your denominator. So 7/3 is what 2 1/3 is. And 3 4/5, I'm going to multiply around in my cartwheel and add my numerator. So 5 times 3 is 15, plus 4 is 19. Keep my denominator of 5, so 19/5. All right. right, so let's go ahead and do a problem with some mixed numbers. So step 1 is going to be changing those into improper. So do your cartwheel, go ahead and change those to improper fractions. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11 fourths, divided by 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3 halves. Okay, now we are basically back at like what we did for all those original questions. So my next step would be making sure that I give them common denominators. So right now I have 4 and 2. Remember, you're using the LCM for this, so if you need to list them out, that's okay. 4 and 2 is pretty easy. And again, I always suggest looking at the little one and seeing if you can change it into the big one. But if you're not seeing it, remember you can list your multiples, 2, 4, 6, 8. List your multiples, 4, 8, 12, and find that least common multiple. So we're going to change these to fourths. 11 fourths is already fourths. Divided by halves, I had to multiply that 2 times. So times 2 over 2. And I'm going to get 6 fourths. And now remember how easy this is. 11 divided by 6. So 11 over 6. And that is improper. We do want to make it back into a mixed number. So remember, top dog in the house. 6 goes into 11 one time with 5 left over. So remember, you do whole number, remainder, denominator. So 1 and 5/6 is your final answer for this problem. I want you to go ahead and pause the video and do number 4 and 5, and then come back and I will do them with you real quick. All right, the first thing you should have done for 4 was change these into improper fractions. So I'm going to get 10 thirds, right? 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, divided by 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7 sixths. I want to give these common denominators. So if I multiply this times 2 over 2, I can make these into sixths. So I really have 20 sixths divided by 7 sixths. Remember how easy this is. 20 divided by 7 says 20 divided by 7. And then I'm just going to simplify that. So 7 comes out of 20 2 times. That would be 14. 20 minus the 14 gives me 6 left over out of my 7. 2 and 6/7 is what we should have gotten for number 4. And number 5, also let's make this improper. So 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5 fourths, divided by, make this improper, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 7 is 15 eighths. I next need to give these common denominators, so I can change 4 into 8 by multiplying it by 2 over 2. So now I have 10 eighths divided by 15 eighths. Once again, it's so nice and easy right here. 10 divided by 15 says 10 over 15, which I can simplify. Those have a GCF of 5, so 10 divided by 5 is 2. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So 2/3 is our final answer.